Amazing people. Great morning. Great morning. I hope everybody's having a great morning so far. Y'all already know how I roll. If you are not having a great morning and you're not having a great day, you make it a great day because you have the power to make it a great day. Period. Point blank. You have the power to turn it all around. It's about mindset. Y'all already know how I roll. So last night I went live on Instagram, and that's something I usually really don't do. I really don't go live on there, so I really don't get to interact with that platform as much as I get to interact with my other platforms. They usually just see me post things, and post videos, and that's really it. So I went live on there and we got into, a few different conversations, right? And I got so many inboxes. It wasn't even funny. Good morning. I see y'all. I had to cough. I'm sorry. So I thought about my live that I did on Instagram, right? And I was like, I'm gonna post that live on YouTube and Facebook. But then I said, no, I'm not gonna post it. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it. So I went live and I was sharing. I actually shared this a few times yesterday, how and I want y'all to know something, that I talk to a lot of people, I interact with a lot of people, I coach, a lot of people. And a lot of people will say, Shalakemia, you can definitely use my situation. Please just don't use my name. And I respect that. And even the people that say, please don't share this, um, I don't share it. But I do have, permission to share some scenarios. So that's why I do share them and use them as a teaching point. So I don't want nobody to feel like, if you come to me and talk to me about something and you let me know, Shalakemia, please don't share it, I'm not sharing it, period. I need you to know that. I need people to know that this is a safe space. But if you say that I can share your scenario, I may do that. I may not. Um, it's so someone vented to me about how they allowed their ex to interfere with their current the current person that they were seeing, right? And when they explained the situation to me, you know, um, I listened to them, I definitely gave them feedback, but it made me tighten up as a person, right? And it made me feel like, wow, I don't ever want to do that, you know. This was a while ago. I'm sorry, y'all. This was a while ago, but it made me feel like I learned from it. And it made me feel like I just don't ever want to do that. And I'm about to tie two things in this morning. Just listen. I don't know who may need this. I know when I talked about it last night, a lot of people told me that they can relate. They were thanking me for the information. Some people were in that situation currently, like, which was so wow. So this person basically was in a relationship and they didn't feel appreciated. They didn't feel like, the person cared about them. This person um cared for this person, took care of, this person's children that were not this person's, really stepped up to the plate when it came to this person. And in return, the person was disrespected, called out their name, called bees, you know what I mean? Just disrespected, just not disrespected by the person, but disrespected by the person's children, right? So, the person finally, had enough, had enough, and walked away from the situation. This person met someone new. And when they described this new person to me, um, it sounded like something very, very healthy. The person told me the person that they had met it was total opposite of what they had just came out of. This new person respected them. This new person checked on them. Um they felt like great when they were around this person, felt this person really cared about them, cared about their well-being. This person just never experienced a person like this ever, that it was a little bit scary. I don't know why a person treating you right, treating you with care and love and appreciation, I will never understand why that's scary to someone. I feel like that's scary to someone that doesn't know their worth and doesn't know what they deserve. Okay. So the person and the new person kicking it real hard, right? They're kicking it real hard. They're sharing things with each other, they're bonding. So I would say a little bit into the situation. The person's ex reaches out to the person, and the person um has a conversation, with their ex or whatever. And um and the, and the new person finds out that they had a conversation. I think it came up in conversation that, mind you, the person um vented to the new person about, just how terrible and bad that the ex treated them. Things that were said, like that were just out the way and crazy. And what I always tell people is the way somebody speaks to you is the way they feel about you. And I stand on that. I stand on that. A person is going to speak to you how they view you. You see what I'm saying? If you with somebody, friend, whoever, doesn't matter. They're speaking to you how they view you. The way they're speaking to you shows you how much respect that they have for you. If any, because you just don't go around, handling people any kind of way when you care about them and you love them. You see what I'm saying? You just don't handle them messed up. But anyway, so the new person finds out. So then basically I'm gonna tell you how this new person was feeling, right? This new person was feeling like basically like things weren't over, right? Right. Things weren't over. Um if this person treated you as bad as you said, why would you want to have a conversation with this person? Why would you, leave that door open? It makes the new person feel like feel like it's something that could still be there. Maybe you still care about this person, maybe you still love this person, whatever, right? And I'm gonna tell you in a minute how I know that. Now, let me go here, right? If you are seeing someone and things are going good, things are going great, whatever, why would you ever take in any communication from a toxic ex? I tell people all the time that come to me with these scenarios, because this is all the time. One thing about an ex know when you moved on. An ex knows when you moved on. An ex knows when you're talking to somebody else. They just know. Sometimes it don't even gotta be that the ex even know. Let's go there. Don't even gotta be that they know, right? But guess what? That ex that had no respect for you, didn't value or appreciate you when they were with you, is reaching out to see if they still have access to you. And I know y'all heard this before, but I felt like I had to come and talk about it just because so many people reached out to me, and I don't know who else, maybe in a new situation with someone. You're happy, you're comfortable, you're finally getting the love, the care, the appreciation that you deserve. I just don't want nobody to let their ex come and mess something up. And this is why I always tell people when I'm coaching that at the end of the day, before you start something with somebody new, you need to make sure all the doors are closed to your past situations, because your past will mess up your future. I don't know who that was for. Your past will mess up your future. Let me tell you something. People are out here, they're not playing fair. Let me tell you something. When they had you, they treated you messed up. They made you set they were making you sit up and feel some type of way about yourself. You had low self-esteem when you was with that person. You was questioning the person who you were. You were in a dark space. You were stressed out. There was so many different things going on when you were with this person. And I don't think that you may realize it. I don't think you realize what type of state, or maybe even remember what type of mindset you was in, what type of state that you were in, that you were mishandled. So let me ask you a question, right? Why would you allow somebody that treated you in that manner to come and mess up what you got going on now? Why would you allow that person access to you? They had access to you. They abused it. They mishandled you. They mistreated you. Why would you leave any door open for this person to be able to come in and mess with your life as it is right now? Why? Yeah, okay, so why? Why would you ever allow that to happen? Listen, this is the wake up call. This is the wake up call, because you got to start closing doors. Now, this person is, going through what they're going through because they allowed someone that did not value them to come and mess up something with someone that did value them. Do you see how that works? Do you see how at the time when it's happening that you don't see what's going on at that moment? And it's like after everything's ruined, then you like, Dad, look what I did. Look what happened. All because you entertained your ex. All because that person that you were dealing with entertained their ex. I just don't feel like an ex should have um access to you when you have moved forward. I don't care if you move forward with somebody or not. It doesn't matter. An ex, unless y'all have children, baby. Listen to me close. Unless y'all have children, they should not have any access to you. They had access to you for a very long time and did not appreciate the access, respect the access, and did nothing to keep the access. Because when you want to stay connected to somebody, when you want to stay in relationship to somebody, or you respect the access that somebody's given you into their life, you maintain it. You do what you have to do to keep that person in your life. You respect them, you love them, you care about them. You don't put yourself in position to lose them. Listen, I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. It was heavy on me when I went to sleep. It was heavy when I woke up, because I don't know what end of the situation, I don't know what end of the situation that you are on. I don't know. But that person is coming to be messy. And after they mess up what you got going on, they're still not going to appreciate you. They're still not going to value you. They're still not going to treat you right. They want to mishandle you, mistreat you, still have access to you. They don't want you to be happy with nobody else. Clearly, listen, these exes will try their hand, baby. They will sit up. Let me see if I still got access. Let me send a message. Let me call. Let me reach out. Toxic, narcissist. That person know how good of a person you are. They know your hearts. They know how, when you in a relationship, how you move. They already know. Guess what? They don't want nobody else to have access to that. They don't want nobody else to have that out of you. They don't want to appreciate it out of you. They don't want to treat you right. But they don't want anybody else to have you either. Absolutely not. That cannot happen like that. Playing in your past will mess up your future. And this is why I always tell people, close doors. Close doors. People that didn't value you and appreciate you shouldn't have access at all. They shouldn't have no access to you. They shouldn't be able to reach out and mess up your current situation. They shouldn't be able to reach out to you and have access to you when they want to. Baby, let me tell you something. When I'm in a relationship with somebody, my exes and nobody else can have access to me. I'm not disrespecting the person I'm with. That's treating me right, that care about me, that got my back, that ain't showed me nothing but care and concern. Why would I mess that up for somebody that talked about me like I wasn't nothing? Come on, y'all, think about it. Think about it. Cause some of y'all ain't thinking. I don't know what side of the fence you may be on in this situation. Some of y'all aren't thinking. Some people are thinking from the soul tie. Cause see, you still soul tied to that person. What I tell y'all, break them soul ties. Break them soul ties from them toxic people. Or you gonna keep that toxic in your life if you do not break the soul tie. Your past will try and come and haunt you. But how about it don't have to come and haunt you if you don't allow it? How about that? Exes should not have access to you, period. Period, unless y'all have children. And some people have toxic exes that they have children with, that that are toxic too, and try to mess up what you got going on. You need boundaries, baby. Some of y'all on the other end, some of y'all in relationships with people where their baby's mom or their baby's dad is toxic and messy and trying to keep stuff going. Boundaries. You have to put up boundaries. You have to protect the person that you with. They messy. For the other end of the stick, they know they messy. You got to have boundaries though. You have to teach people to respect what you got going on. You see what I'm saying? You set the tone. If you don't set the tone, if you don't set the boundaries, if they don't set the tone when it come to you, and they don't set the boundaries when it come to you, well, they can't be mad when you walk away. For the people that need to set the boundaries and set the tone, you can't be mad when that person walk away. Because nobody has to sit up and deal with that. Nobody has to sit up and deal with disrespect, ignorance, all that. Nobody has to deal with that. Put your foot down. Stop being so afraid to put your foot down. But I'm just I just wanted to come and I wanted to touch on that because I don't know how many other people are in situations like that. I don't know. But you going to mess up something great for what? For what? Something that's not even worth it. Hold on, y'all. Hello. Yeah. So you don't want to sit up and mess up what you got going on. And really, to be honest, that's in any type of situation. And we got to start thinking like that. I started thinking like that a long time ago. Like when I would deal with somebody, no, my exes cannot have access to me. I'm not about to disrespect who I'm with for nobody. I'm going to respect him in his face and behind his back. Period, point blank. You had your time with me. You had your time. You didn't appreciate that. You didn't value that. You didn't treat me right. Now you see that I moved on, or you heard I moved on, and deep down inside you feeling some type of way. So you want to reach out to see if you still have access to me. People are operating like this, y'all. But let me tell you something. You don't have to participate in that. You don't. If you got them on social media or whatever, block them. Block them on social media. Block their number. I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but let me tell you something. The happiness that you have with somebody, the peace you have, all that, it may feel foreign to you. I'm sure it feel foreign to you. I'm sure what you just came out of in the running to somebody, and that could be your blessing. That could be your blessing. What you gonna do? Mess up your blessing? Overlook your blessing? For what? Why would you do that? Why would you ask God to bless you? Then He bless you with somebody that ain't toxic. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody that ain't sitting up disrespecting you and belittling you. But this person is coming and their spirit is so healing. They're so healing. They care. They check on you. Come on, they pour into you. They see you, they see you for more than just the outside, more than just a provider, more than they see you as a person. They see your value. Why would you give all that up and mess all that up for somebody that did not value you? Why would you do that? That's part one. Part two, right? Now follow me. Part two, this the same person, right? Told me the same person had, vented to me and told me that they were like, Shalakimi, you're intimidating, right? So I had to sit there and I had to kind of marinate in that for a minute. Like, I'm intimidating. He's like, yeah, you're intimidating. That's not the first time I've heard from a man that I'm intimidating, right? And I had to have this conversation. I had to say, well, why am I intimidating? Because okay, you know me as this woman that is outspoken. You know me as a woman. I'm far from stupid. You see what I'm saying? I'm a speak up for myself. I'm very determined. I'm very ambitious. I said now let's think about this, right? The situation that you just came out of with all the disrespect, all that. And do you understand your mindset now that you find a woman like me intimidating? Now think about it. You were over here accepting this disrespect. You were over here in a relationship that did not serve you as a person, period. You were being a provider. You took on responsibilities that you didn't have to take on, but you took them on. I said, do you understand why you continue to date the kind of women that you date? Why you're attracted to the type of women you attracted to? Because you are sitting up here and you are telling me that I am intimidating. So basically, women like me intimidate you. Why would a woman like me that knows how to be in a relationship with a man, treat him accordingly, but still be able to be a woman that walks in my purpose? Why would that intimidate you? Why I said I'm a woman that I said I'm very caring. I said I'm very supportive, you know. I said I'm a woman that, when I get with a man, whatever he give me, I'ma multiply it. You see what I'm saying? I said, why would that intimidate you? I said, I think that's why you're staying in situations that don't serve you. You're staying in toxic situations that do not serve you because you view women like me as intimidating. I said, I don't know what I could have did that intimidated you at all. Maybe it's the way that I speak. Maybe it's the things that I speak about. I said, but you haven't seen me sit on here and call a black man out of his name. You didn't hear me disrespect a black man. You may have heard me talk about a situation, but I can be passionate and talk about a situation without being disrespectful. I can do that, you know. I said, but it's just kind of weird, and that's something that you have to, get together, on your own. Because if you have a mindset that a woman like me that knows how to treat you accordingly, but still be who I am, still be true to myself, still be able to walk in my purpose and stand on the front line, it's your mindset. I said I'm there I don't feel like there's anything that's intimidating about me. I don't feel like I never even felt intimidated by like a man. I never even feel intimidated by a woman. And I really feel like that comes from knowing who I am, knowing my worth. If I come across a woman and she's a doctor or she has her master's, I'm happy for her. You see what I'm saying? I'm happy for her. Like, wow, she to me, those women are goals to me. Like, wow, that's goals. I'm looking at her like if she did it, I could do it. I'm not intimidated by a man that's educated. I'm not intimidated by a man that knows his worth. Guess what? Shalakimia wants him to know his worth. I want him to know his value. I'm a remind him of it every single day. So I don't really know what it means to be intimidated by somebody, and that could just be my mindset. I'm not thinking about, oh, intimidating. That shouldn't even be in my vocabulary. But that's in a lot of people's vocabulary. They're intimidated. Why are you intimidated? Why are you not what word am I looking for? Y'all know what word I'm looking for. Somebody say it in the comments. Y'all know what I'm looking for. Um why are you not inspired? Why are you not inspired? I feel like people that are intimidated by someone just may not be used to being around those type of people, or they have a mindset that needs more development. They have a personality that needs more development. I don't I'm bringing this up because you shouldn't be intimidated by the person you in a relationship with, the person you dating. You know what I mean? You shouldn't just meet somebody and be like, oh, they intimidate me, because you're not used to someone like that. You see what I'm saying? And I see it all day, every day. People are not used to being treated. People tell me, Shadakimia, I'm not used to a friend like you. Shadakimia, I'm not used to a woman like you. And guess what that makes people do? No lie, y'all, that makes people run away. That makes people run away. It makes people uncomfortable because they're not comfortable with them. If I'm with a man and he's very educated, he's very intelligent, I'm not going to be intimidated by him. Guess what? I'm gonna speak to that education. I'm gonna speak to that intelligence down on the inside of him to see what I can pour into him to make him even better as a man. You see what I'm saying? I think that people get in relationships and they're intimidated by that person because they can't use that person. They can't control that person. You see what I'm saying? I think that plays a part. They can't get over on that person. That person ain't stupid. You see what I'm saying? Because we have women out here that get with men that don't have a lot going on in some situations, and they feel like they want to be with those men because they can be superior. They can be in control. You see what I'm saying? Not every situation, but some situations operate like that. That's why. And then when they get with, this is why some of these women sit up and they try to complain about men, right? And men too. It's some men that try to complain about women like, oh well, she just wasn't my type. Or, no, you couldn't use him or her. You couldn't get over on him or her. Him or her wasn't dumb enough. You see what I'm saying? You couldn't control them. That's why you're intimidated. Some people, and this ain't just in relationships, these are friendships too. Some people are only comfortable around people they can control, people that they can get over on, people that they smarter than. We have people out here that feel like if they are not the smartest person, they don't want to be around those people. There's some people that want to be in a room full of dumb people. And you have people that want to be in a room full of intelligent people. The person that wants to be in a room full of intelligent people know their worth, know their value. They know who they are. They have a mindset. I'm going to go in this room and I'm going to learn from every single person I talk to. The other people want to be in rooms with people that are beneath them because they are attention seekers. They want to be the center of attention. They're intimidated by people that know more than them or know as much as them. And this is why, and I'm not being smart. This is why a lot of women will sit up here and be like, I have a master's degree and I work at this company and I have a government job and I'm this and this is what I bring to the table. All this stuff you're telling somebody that you bring to a table when it comes to a relationship. This ain't a job interview though. I've never seen a man sit up and require a woman to have a degree to date her. I've just never seen that with men. And I've never seen a man require a woman to make this amount of money to date her. Women are coming to the table and they are getting to know someone in a relationship environment, but acting like they're in a job interview. What is that about? I don't never come like when I'm getting to know a guy, I don't be like, oh yeah, I got a degree and I got this and I got that. I talk about me. I talk about me. I ask some questions about him, his children, what type of relationship do you have with your children? We talk about those type of things. Really, they don't even find out that I have a degree. They don't even find out I'm a business coach till way later. They might see something on my social media or something like that. But I do not feel like I have to lead with, oh yeah, I got a degree and I have a career, I have a background in this. This ain't a job interview. This is us getting to know each other on a personal level, on a personal level. You could meet somebody that has a degree, a master's, a doctorate, but their heart is dark. They nasty. They toxic. None of those things matter when it comes to the relationship. You could be fully educated and your soul ain't right. Your heart ain't right. Your mind ain't right. I'm just being real. The person ain't right. You could meet these women out here. Oh, I need a man that makes six figures and he gotta have this and he gotta have that. And then he start controlling you with money. You know why? That's what you asked for. You didn't ask God to bless you with a man that love him and serve him, a man that you can pray with, a man that follows God's laws and in tune with God and you know um he treat other people with respect and you ain't asked for that. And then they sitting out here wondering, now they complaining, and now they like, oh my God, he got all this money, he was controlling me. That's what you asked for. And I'm just being real. That's what a lot of them ask for. I want a man with money. That's what you got. What did you think a man with money was going to do? He controlled you with the money. He abused you with the money because that's what you were looking for in that man. Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. And men, listen, y'all ain't exempt. Y'all sit out here and and some of y'all look for women and try to impress them, with money and material things. And then when you can no longer provide that, she leaves and she go and find another man that can provide for her in that capacity because you can't provide for her like that no more. You know why? Because you did not make sure that this person was with you for you and not what you could provide. And I'm gonna go a step deeper with some of y'all men. Some of y'all men will sit up here and do those type of things for a woman that's not even deserving, a woman that's using you. Then you'll get with a woman. You get with an amazing woman that care about you and with you for you and won't even do those type of things for her. I've seen it with my own eyes. Stop doing that. The ones that deserve it, you don't even give it to them. You don't buy them the flowers. You don't do none of that. Y'all will sit up here and impress some hoes though. Y'all will impress them and then feel some type of way when they go and they be with somebody else that can give them that. They wasn't never with you for you, baby. They was with you for what you could do for them. A real woman is gonna be with you when you can buy her flowers and when you can't. You heard what I said. Cause I said what I said. There's so many great, amazing women that come to me and be like, Charlotte, give me he'll sit and told me everything he did for his ex, but how bad his ex treated him and talked to him, but never made me feel special on that level. And I'd be like, Dag, why is that? Why are we living backwards? That don't make no sense. Women too. Women will sit up here and cater to a man that ain't had no respect for you. No respect for you. Disrespect in your face. Cater to him, but then you'll get this amazing man over here and you won't cater to him. This man hitting you up in the morning, good morning, beautiful. That irritates you that he's sitting up. No, it only irritates you because it ain't your ex. You want your ex to be sitting up, hitting you up talking about good morning, beautiful. Guess what, baby? Your ex ain't doing that because your ex don't care. So now you about to mistreat this amazing man that's hitting you up. Hey, you okay? Hey, did you eat lunch? Good morning, beautiful. Have a great day. You irritated by that. You only irritated by that because you still got a soul tie to your ex. And you want that to be your ex. How about did you ever think about your ex ain't for you? Your ex don't want to be for you because if your ex wanted to be for you, they would have did that. They wouldn't have played in your face, baby. They wouldn't have handled you like they handled you. And guess what? They wouldn't be your ex. But how about so many of y'all women are overlooking a blessing of a great man? And y'all overlooking it because this man ain't sitting up calling you out your name. He ain't calling you bees. He ain't leaving you on read. He catering to you. He caring about you. He making sure you okay. But because you ain't used to that, I'm gonna go a step further than you being used to that. I'm gonna go a step further, baby. You don't even feel like you deserve that. Cause guess what? You can't even accept it. You can't even accept that out of him. You don't even feel deserving of a man like that. So then you mistreat him because you don't feel like you deserve that good treatment. You feel like you deserve your ex. Now I said what I said. Now look at your ex and look at the way, and this is men and women. Look at your ex and look at how your ex handled you. Is that what you deserve? Is that what you want out of somebody? They're a reflection of who you are. I always tell people this: the person you're in a relationship with is a reflection of who you are. Is that a reflection of who you are? Or are you soul tied to the wrong person? Or you don't know your worth? Or you got low self esteem? Because, baby, you better than that. You better than that. I came to tell you today you better than that. You deserve better than that. But because you have not been operating in your worth and you've been sitting up in this relationship that wasn't nothing but a spiritual attack, It was a spiritual attack. It got you feeling less of yourself. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't care how many people sit around you and act like they don't see that you are worth it. You are worth it. You are amazing. You are caring, you are loving, you are respectful. You have a beautiful heart. And guess what? A beautiful heart deserves another beautiful heart. Realize when you have a beautiful heart in someone. Beautiful hearts don't come all the time. I promise you that. What I tell you, you gonna meet a lot of good men. You gonna meet a lot of good women. You only gonna meet one great woman and one great man. I'm just a messenger. Now I'm gonna be able to be at peace today because I got that out my system. And the people listening to me that need it got it. You know who you are deep down. You don't let nobody sit up and tell you who you are, belittle you, disrespect you. When you allow that, when you allow that to happen, people are going to keep on handling you like that. When you show somebody, you can't handle me like that, baby, they're not going to handle you like that. 9 times out of 10, they going to flee. Some people going to go ahead and get their act together, but some of them are going to flee. Oh, I can no longer treat Miss Brown Sugar like that. I could no longer treat Warrior like that. I'ma just go. Their mindset ain't right. Their spirit ain't right. They are looking for people that they can mistreat and do whatever they want to do. Those aren't your people. Break those soul ties. You about to meet somebody so amazing, it's gonna blow your mind. Don't ruin that messing in your past. Don't allow your past to mess up your future. Don't allow your past to mess up your blessings. Don't do that. What I tell y'all last week, you can't apply old ways to new blessings. Like I said, I'm just a messenger that cares about your happiness, cares about your well-being, wants you to know your worth, wants you to know your value. I want you to be happy. I want you to be with somebody that treats you amazing, somebody that care about you. It's so many of y'all that when you go through something, you go through it alone. You don't have nobody to call. You don't have nobody to have your back. I want you to have somebody that have your back. I want you to know how it is to be with somebody that got your back. I don't want you to feel alone no more. Like you be running and having everybody's back, everybody in the world, family, friends, whoever. You gonna have a spiritual spouse that come and have your back, and you could rest a little bit. You could rest. You know how much happiness comes when you just know in your mind, like, I got somebody that genuinely love me, genuinely care, and they show me. They show me. I could finally lean on somebody. Do you know that's beautiful? Just knowing that that's what you have within someone. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. And you deserve that, but I don't want you to miss it because you playing with your ex. or you left the door cracked. Shut the door. Shut the door on disrespect. Shut the door on unappreciation. Shut the door. Should nobody be sitting up talking to you like you crazy, like you a child, belittling you, telling you you ain't nothing. Shut the door and never open it again. It's not your door. It never was. You overstayed your welcome. Some of y'all wasn't even supposed to be there in the first place. I don't care what shape, what form, what environment that you in right now. I don't care if you homeless and you sleep in a cardboard box. You are valuable. You should be appreciated. It don't matter what's going on in your life. You could be carless, you could be jobless. It don't matter. The person that you are at heart stands. And you don't allow people to treat you less than because of your environment. You don't let people treat you less than because you don't have something at that moment. That does not shape who you are. That don't define who you are. I remember a guy and his girlfriend. I was helping them advocating one time for him. He was locked up. They would call me on three-way when he called or whatever. And there was a situation going on, and it was in my spirit to let him know, just because you locked up, you don't let people handle you. You don't be locked up and feel desperate. You stand on the man that you are. It don't matter that you locked up. You still somebody. Just because you locked up don't mean people could just handle you and treat you any type of way. You don't have to take that treatment because you locked up. I've told people living in a shelter, don't let people handle you and make you feel like you beneath them because you in a shelter. You still who you are, baby. And you ain't gonna be in the shelter forever. And that man ain't gonna be locked up forever. And that woman ain't gonna have be jobless forever. That man ain't gonna be at McDonald's forever. Stop playing in people's face. You don't know what God is doing in somebody's life. You don't know where God is taking somebody, but He will put you in a season of being down and out, so you know who's really for you, baby. Because you can have $1 million, and you can have 20,000 people around you cheering you on, doing all in your face, calling every day, checking on you, coming, pulling up to your house, and a month later you got $1. And guess what? You got three people that's still pulling up to your house, three people that's still checking on you. You know why? Because them three people been for you. And they gonna be for you whether you got money or you don't got money. Stop letting people play in your face out here. Cause you worth it. You worth it. Period, point blank. I don't care what's going on. That house don't define you. That Range Rover don't define you. That job don't define you. You are who you are. Bronx, Warrior, Miss Brown Sugar, Ebony, you are who you are, period. Those things don't make you who you are. Your heart makes you who you are. Your spirit makes you who you are. Your relationship with God makes you who you are. How you treat people makes you who you are. Your mindset makes you who you are. Now, I said what I said, and y'all better have a great day. I love y'all.